Hello and welcome to the Empowered Solo Moms podcast. I'm Antonia Etim and I'm so glad you're here. Today we're diving into a powerful topic, self-awareness. The key to making better decisions, understanding your emotions and living a more intentional life. Self-awareness isn't just about knowing who you are. It's about recognizing why you think, feel, and act the way you do. When you develop this skill, you gain clarity, confidence, and control over your life. But how do you actually cultivate self-awareness? That's what we're going to explore today. Simple, practical ways to become more in tune with yourself and start making choices that truly align with who you are. Let's dive in. Practical ways to develop self-awareness. Developing self-awareness is a journey of understanding your emotions, recognizing your thought patterns, and learning from your experiences. Here are some practical ways to help you grow in self-awareness. 1. Start journaling. Get your thoughts out of your head. One of the simplest but most powerful ways to develop self-awareness is through journaling. Writing down your thoughts helps you process emotions and identify patterns in your behavior. How to start? Take 5 to 10 minutes at the end of the day to reflect on what emotions did I feel today? What triggered those emotions? What choices did I make and why? What do I wish I had done differently? Let's say you had a frustrating conversation with a friend. Instead of just feeling angry, write about why you felt that way. Did they say something that reminded you of a past experience? Did you feel unheard or misunderstood? Journaling helps you recognize emotional patterns so you can respond differently next time. 2. Pay attention to your emotional triggers. We all have emotional triggers. Moments when something small makes us feel disproportionately upset, anxious, or frustrated. Recognizing these triggers helps you regain control of your reactions. How to identify your triggers? When do you feel strong emotional reactions? What situations make you feel defensive, anxious, or angry? What underlying fears or insecurities might be driving those emotions? I'll give you an example. Imagine your spouse shares a personal issue with a friend instead of discussing it with you first. This might trigger feelings of anger or betrayal. Instead of reacting impulsively, ask yourself, why does this bother me so much? Do I feel disrespected or overlooked? Is there a deeper fear at play, like a fear of being excluded or not valued? Recognizing your triggers allows you to respond instead of react, leading to more productive conversations and less regrets over emotional outbursts. 3. Seek feedback, but filter it wisely. Not all feedback is created equal. Some people will give you insightful, constructive feedback, while others may just project their own insecurities onto you. The key is knowing what to take in and what to let go of. How to handle feedback. Pause before reacting. Ask yourself, is there truth in this? Reflect with curiosity, not defensiveness. Could this feedback help me grow? Consider the source. Is this coming from someone who truly knows and supports me? A friend once told me, "You act entitled." My first reaction, defensiveness. But instead of dismissing it, I asked myself, is there any truth in this? Do I sometimes expect things without expressing gratitude? Or is this their perception, not based on reality? Sometimes feedback reveals blind spots. Other times it's just noise. Learning to reflect honestly helps you separate growth opportunities from unfair criticism. 4. Practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment. Mindfulness is simply paying attention to yourself in real time. It helps you notice your thoughts, emotions, and reactions as they happen. How to practice mindfulness. Pause before reacting. When something upsets you, take a deep breath before responding. Check in with yourself. Ask, what am I feeling right now? Where is this coming from? Engage your senses. If you're feeling overwhelmed, focus on what you can see, hear, touch, or feel to ground yourself. I'll give you an example. You're in a heated argument. Instead of immediately snapping back, you pause. You recognize that your anger isn't just about this moment. It's linked to your past frustrations. That pause gives you the power to choose your response instead of reacting emotionally. 5. Identify your core values and live by them. Your core values are the deepest truths about what matters to you. When you live in alignment with them, life feels fulfilling. When you don't, life feels stressful and frustrating. How to identify your values. Think about moments when you felt happiest. What were you doing? Who were you with? Think about moments when you felt uneasy or resentful. What about the situation didn't align with you? I once took a job because it was financially rewarding. But deep down, I value family time and flexibility. That job required long hours, leaving little time for my children. I kept feeling drained and unhappy because I wasn't living in alignment with my values. Once I recognized this, I made a change. When your actions match your values, life feels more meaningful and peaceful. 6. Embrace self-compassion. You are a work in progress. Self-awareness isn't about judging yourself. It's about understanding yourself. The goal isn't to be perfect, but to be honest and kind to yourself as you grow. You realize you have a habit of overreacting in certain situations. Instead of beating yourself up, you say, okay, I see this pattern. I'm working on it. Next time, I'll pause and respond differently. Growth happens when we give ourselves grace while striving to do better. Self-awareness is a journey. Becoming more self-aware isn't about fixing yourself, it's about discovering yourself. It's about recognizing patterns, making intentional choices, and growing into the best version of yourself. So I'll leave you with this question. What's one small step you can take today to become more self-aware? Thank you for joining me on Empowered Solo Moms podcast. If today's episode resonated with you, I would love for you to share it with another mom who needs to hear this message. Remember, self-awareness is a journey. Be patient with yourself, embrace growth, and keep moving forward. Until next time, take care and stay empowered.